Fresh off a loss in rainy Seattle last night, the Edmonton Oilers hopped on a plane to join us on the nation vacation in an equally rainy-ass city down here in Vancouver. Second game of the Oilers mini roadie. I call it an 8-game extended road trip. Here it is, the end on a Sunday, and we are down here with an electric crew of Edmonton Oilers fans. But hello, what up, and welcome to Pregaming with Bordzy, brought to you by Bet365. Download the app today, because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. We are live from GRETA Bar YVR in downtown Vancouver on the nation vacation. This building crawling with orange and blue jerseys. The vibes, well, a little bit hungover from last night. I cannot lie to you. The vibes, they are electric. I took a nice 60-minute cat nap earlier today, because I needed it, and I knew tonight might be a long one. I am joined this evening. We're going to do a little half and half ONE split. First half, going to be joined by Tyler Yaremchuk here to my left. We even got Bag Milk off on the side. Liam Horrobin going to hop in and join. Might even get some of the nation citizens to come by, drop their score predictions, as there's guys in blue hair wigs, orange hair wigs. Entire face is painted over here. The nation citizens, they never do disappoint. Tyler, this is my first time ever at GRETA Bar YVR.
It's huge.
It's not my GRETA Edmonton. That is my home base. That's basically my house. But I can't lie to you. This place is massive. Yeah. There's a lot of Oilers jerseys. Got some good energy, good vibes going on early here.
Yeah, it's really good. And our little back section here is starting to fill up with a whole bunch of orange and blue. You can just kind of look back at the bar and everyone's sitting around. They're watching a football game right now, but the whole bar is
getting delivered beers.
The whole bar is orange and blue. They're rocking Oilers jerseys. It's great.
Bag Milk, you've been on a number of nation vacations in your lifetime. Also, I am undefeated on nation vacations in the building in person.
That's how you know he hasn't been on a whole lot.
3-0.
Bag Milk's fighting to get back to 500.
I'm so far below 500 on nation vacations.
What do you think you are?
I don't even know how many I've been on. It's probably 30 or so.
That's incredible.
It's a lot. It's been a while.
Like, if you count bus trips, it's definitely 30. So to give you a guess, I'm going to guess I'm probably 10 games under 500.
Wow. Okay, well, it starts tonight. Let's make it 9 games under 500. Just got to say, if you guys have never been on a nation vacation before, they're electric. And it's truly, Bag Milk, you kind of mentioned it in the GDB earlier today. It's something that you just have to experience for yourself. To have Oilers fans, yes, a bunch of us, large group, filled up a plane from Edmonton, but you get people from across the country. We got guys from Boston, Massachusetts, coming all the way to Vancouver for the first ever time. It looks like a lot of fun online, I'm sure. I hope the FOMO is strong with you, but it's a completely different vibe in person. I am so excited to take the streets together in our orange and blue, walking down the streets, taking on the city of Vancouver. Speaking of walking the streets, did you guys see the insane soccer procession line that was through the streets today for the Vancouver Whitecaps? It was something like out of like old time England. Hundreds, it looked like, through the streets. And like the main road, all walking single file, nice and organized. There's a lot going down in Vancouver right now. What did you guys get up to today?
We went to Granville Island, actually, BM. We double dated with Liam and his fiance.
Yeah, that was really nice. We even shared appies.
Yeah, we shared appies. We had the meatballs.
Yeah, we had the meatballs. It was really nice.
What'd you do at Granville? Just walk around? Was there any street performers?
And then Liam really wanted to take a boat.
Yeah, the water taxis are incredible.
Yeah.
There was some street performers, like a couple people playing guitar.
Yeah, when I was there last in the summer, I saw a guy juggling fire. Cool. And then he took out the sword knives. He was a sword swallower.
You're into it.
Oh, it was.
Somebody clip that, meme that.
Yeah. No, we're not going to live in a world where I just did that.
Meme that one forever.
But gentlemen, it's about the hockey game tonight. The Edmonton Oilers and the Vancouver Canucks. And boys, we just got some excellent news. If you've got Edmonton Oilers money line, as one, Quinn Hughes is not expected to be in the lineup for the Canucks. He's out with a lower body injury, expected to be day-to-day. Reminder, the Vancouver Canucks, much like the Oilers, did play a back-to-back game last night. And gentlemen, we got Bag Milk's very descriptive thoughts on the Edmonton Oilers game last night on Oilers Nation After Dark. I'll put it that way. But it was a disappointing game. It was a disappointing sports night, if you ask me. The Blue Jays lost. The Edmonton Oilers then lose. And Tyler, once again, sound like a broken record. But it seems to be the same issues that are plaguing the Edmonton Oilers. A lot of miscues, incompleted passes. I will put it nicely in that way. And it's not like these are unsolvable issues for the Oilers. And yes, it is only 9 games into the season. We've seen good, we've seen bad. Last night, we definitely got both of that. Felt similar to the Habs game where it was, okay, you wait until the third period to finally get some urgency, wanting to rip the puck on net. We keep saying it. Is tonight the night maybe the Oilers find some simplicity in their hockey game? Either way, that effort last night, you cannot be bringing that one tonight when we're in the building.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I'm looking at the big guns tonight. This was obviously a big topic on ONE with our bets as well. But we're talking about Connor McDavid. I know everyone was talking about zero shots for Connor McDavid in the whole game. In his 19 5-on-5 minutes last night, Connor McDavid didn't attempt a shot. He has the puck in the middle of the ice more than anyone. He has the puck on his stick more than anyone. If the Oilers are going to win tonight, Connor McDavid cannot have a goose egg in the shot department, in the shot attempt department. He can't have a goose egg in the point department either.
He's going to need to put this team on his back. And once again, without a Quinn Hughes out there in their lineup, this is a game the Edmonton Oilers should win. I fully expect to win. And damn it, I'm putting where my money where my mouth is on Bordzy's bankroll. Also, I forgot to say hello to the chat, everybody. As we all know, there he is, the king. Austin's in. First comment of the day. And he says, Bordzy, you know what to do. Fire it up, baby. My ON fam, let's get fired up in the chat. Drop your likes. Bring the heat and the vibes. We taken over Vancouver. Yeah, we are, sir. Time to regroup, dig deep, and get the dub. Chris Knobloch's in the chat. Says, trust in Knobs. I'd go through the Edmonton Oilers lineup report later on, and we will. I don't even know why we bother looking at line combinations with this squad. Brian's in, Tyler. He says Skinner's save percentage all the way down to 903. Not looking great for your bet.
Oh, it's early. It's early. That's one good game. He'll shoot her right back up. Need him at 909.
As we got today on ONE, the Stuart Skinner quality start meter from Liam Horrobin last night. Thumbs down, the second one of the season. Fighting Amish says, hell yeah, Bordzy. LFG Oilers. You're not a fan of the quality start meter?
No, I love it. It's just very stupid.
Yeah, it really is.
I love it.
I like the gladiator aspect of it, but we don't kill him when it goes down like that. Andrew's in, says, how about them Bucks, Tyler? Your bet hit.
JETS, Jets. BETS, hit my bets. That was a great comeback by the New York Jets. I was fired up about that.
That was incredible.
Thank you.
That was incredible on your feet. Incredible.
Thank you, Brett.
Producer Brett. Also, shout out to Bird. He's doing a bang-up job producing it back home in Edmonton. Tucker Kraft touchdown on National Tight End Day.
Congrats to him.
Congrats to him and to all of those who celebrate. So tonight, it's the Oilers and the Canucks, and we know this is a rivalry game. There is some bad blood. We went through our rankings before of your updated power ranking of hate rankings. I think the Vancouver Canucks are up pretty high for a lot of Edmonton Oilers fans, and I'd say thus far this season, it's kind of a matchup of mid. I'd say if you looked at the standings, the Oilers 4-4-1, the Canucks 4-5-0, and as I mentioned, both teams tonight will be playing on the second half of a back-to-back, which, Tyler, in my opinion, tells me that we might see some sloppy hockey out there tonight, which in turn could make some exciting hockey, as we know the Edmonton Oilers well. I'll take some of that if we're going to be in the building. I'm not ever going to bet the under when I'm in the building. Edmonton did defeat the Canucks earlier on this season. It was game number 2 of the year. I would argue that was peak Edmonton Oilers this season. Without Thatcher Demko in that hockey game, I think it could have been 9-1 for the Edmonton Oilers. He stood on his head. The Oilers found a way to get the W. Thoughts on the second matchup coming in here? We know Evander Kane took out Alec Regula in the last hockey game. Regula not expected to play. We saw Darnell Nurse. The power of friendship is the only reason he didn't kick the shit out of Evander Kane in that moment. Do you think there will be some rivalry, bad blood? Like every time these teams meet, we've seen Carson Soucy cross-check to the face. We've seen a McDavid cross-check to the face.
Connor Garland, public enemy number 1.
Yeah, like we think about you. But what do you think? We're going to get some fireworks this evening?
I don't know. I mean, second half of back-to-backs.
That's the thing.
If teams are a little bit out of gas, they might just be more focused on their own issues and their own execution versus, going out there and trying to pick a fight and whatnot. So I'll say we don't see a lot of fireworks in this one, but I do also think Evander Kane welcoming the Oilers into his new building for the first time. I don't know. Maybe he's in a certain type of mood and spark some stuff.
Thatcher Demko in the last meeting, Bag Milk, as I said, stood on his head. He had Tommy Smokes rattled, looking skyward the entire hockey game. And Demko, Yeah, he's pretty elite, and his numbers are backing it up right now. He's got a .927 save percentage this season. He's given the Oilers issues before. Thoughts on the Demko matchup?
It's tough, man. Like,
Uh-huh.
Demko's a really good goalie. So, he's like you said, he's got a .927 on the year. The Canucks currently have a .938 at 5-on-5. So, the Oilers have to find a way to figure it out. They have to make his life difficult. Get in his face. Get screens there. Hack away at garbage. Because if you're going to look for one-shot goals on Thatcher Demko, not a lot of them are going to go in. And I would also say he covers the bottom of the net so well. Upstairs. Everything upstairs. Because he goes post to post very well.
We looked at the graphic earlier today.
Yeah, and glove side is where you're going to want to try beat Thatcher Demko. That was lean with the research. But to your point, you have one goalie who's very, very talented. When he's healthy, when he's on, one of the best goalies in the NHL. And to your point, if it's going to be a sloppy hockey game with some turnovers, if there's any reason to be nervous, and this is almost contrary to what I was saying yesterday about Edmonton and Seattle. Like, against Seattle, I felt like the Oilers could afford to get into a bit of a track meet because they're just so much more skilled. With the goaltending matchup being what it is tonight, Edmonton cannot afford to be taking risks that result in 2-on-1s and breakaways and things like that.
Well, we had a 2-on-1, like, a minute into the game yesterday?
Yeah.
And then the game winner ended up another odd man rush. So they just really have to clean their shit up.
I said last night the offense for the Kraken was all counterattacks of the Edmonton Oilers. A bad pinch, a not well-timed pinch, I will say. And then bing, bang, boom, it's in the back of your net before you know it. Zach, who's here at GRETA somewhere, he says, Zach here, I can't decide if you two are more handsome on camera or in person. Maybe equal. My question to
Whose
Zach
YouTube account are you using? That's my question to Zach.
Yeah, that's not Zach.
That is a woman.
My question to Zach is Bag Milk as hot as you thought he was? Because I remember the first time I met Bag Milk in person, you guys were interviewing me.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, 30, 45-minute interview. BM barely spoke till the end. And once you did, I was just, that's him, the legendary Bag of Milk himself. But Zach, we appreciate you. It's been awesome putting names to faces. I feel really bad that I don't think I formally met Naeem last night.
I know. I
Or
want to see if
maybe I
it
did,
by.
but
I was pretty good one.
can't totally remember. It tends to be a little bit hazy. There's a lot of people in the chat talking about Evander Kane. Nucks fans already hating on Kane. Mistaken Mexican. Kane is going to be a
He's
grief
right.
ball. You kind of mentioned it. Is he over there?
No. Is he?
He's talking about who's handsome.
Oh.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
that's Zach there. Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah, there he
Zach's
is.
over there. He's got a McDavid jersey on. Flowing locks over there, Zach.
He's got good hair.
He's got some good
Great
hair.
hair.
He's got some good hair. Tyler, Evander Kane, as you kind of mentioned, he's back on home ice. Also, the Vancouver Canucks were just on, I believe, a 5-game road trip. So they're going to be stoked to be back on home ice. But last game with Kaner, we saw it behind the net. He drilled Alec Regula on the train tracks. There was another one where he drilled him into the boards. A questionable hit there. You saw Darnell Nurse come in, not drop the mitts. But you could tell there was a discussion being had there about the dirty play. I think that the addition of Evander Kane moving over to the Canucks, this rivalry was already had some bad blood, already had some layers. But this one, it's an onion here with these two teams. Evander Kane, you think we might see some retribution from the Edmonton Oilers? Trent Frederick, if you want me to love you, tonight is the night where you go out there and grab 91 and you show some physicality.
No, don't even grab Evander Kane. Like, who cares about him?
That was going to
To
be
me,
my
like
take.
Trent Frederick, like go grab Connor Garland, crumple him in a little ball, and kick him into the upper deck. Like, that's what I want to see. Like, if Evander Kane's going to do what Evander Kane does, and by the way, that hit on Regula was a clean hit. By the way, keep your head up.
Yeah, we're getting a good look at it here, by the way. Yeah.
And
I didn't
just
love
think,
it.
like,
Yeah.
There's
I
two
just,
different ones.
I
Yeah.
just think like the move is not going after Evander Kane. He has no goals this year.
And what did we see last year in the Cup final? Like, if Evander Kane's going to run around and no one's going to give into him, he'll just take a shitload of penalties.
Yeah.
And if Vancouver wants to send the Oilers to power plays early and often tonight, that bodes well for Edmonton's chances of winning this hockey game. So I'm good with it.
So last night, the Vancouver Canucks were playing the Montreal Canadiens, of course, and they lost 4-3
Blew a
In-
2-goal lead. Too.
in overtime. And that's what I want to talk about is they did have a 2-goal lead in that hockey game. There was positives. We got to talk to our Canucks Army brethren last night. Shout out producer Jacob. But from his expertise, I'll say, he said that was one of the better games for the Canucks last night. They had a 2-goal lead. They looked good, just tended to crumble there in the late stages. But the one guy who performed last night was EP40, Elias Pettersson, the forward, the centerman on the Canucks. And he had a 1-goal, 2-assist performance, which had Canucks Army website talking about That's the $11.5 million man that they're paying. That's the one that they expect to see night in, night out. Curious what you think about, because you look at the center depth of the Vancouver Canucks. It was discussed all summer long. They do not have the depth. When you continue to look at it, it leaves some up to the imagination. They were slated in to have Philip Hedl as your 2C, which when healthy, still kind of a question mark to be in that spot. And then pour one out for Philip Hedl, because nobody
never play again.
Nobody ever wants to see injuries like that, especially with concussion history like that. He got lit up by Tom Wilson.
I have a question
center
too.
ice.
Like, Lucas Reichel is playing center on the second wing or a second line tonight per daily faceoff.
Yep.
Is he not a winger?
I was under the impression he was a
I
winger.
thought so.
Desperate times though in Vancouver.
Okay.
Because what are you going to do? At 2, Rat 2, or Max Sasson?
Or Neil Zaman, I think, is playing somewhere too. Like, it's not good.
Yeah, it's slim pickings, I will say, for the Vancouver Canucks down the middle of the ice. But that's nice. You brought it up. So there's a new addition, is Lucas Reichel, who was just acquired from the Chicago Blackhawks in exchange for a 4th-round pick, slotted to be in that 2C position. I don't know. Thoughts on Lucas Reichel? We discussed him, as a potential option for the Edmonton Oilers, because we tend to do that about everybody who's on the trade block here in Oilers Nation land. He, however, before being traded to the Canucks, actually had 4 points in 5 games with the Chicago Blackhawks. We know he's a former 1st-round pick. He does have some offensive capabilities. I guess we'll see what's in there. I'll be real with you. I don't know a ton about Lucas Reichel. Once again, was surprised to see him playing center. I like the point you made there. Desperate times, desperate measures. Kind of feels that way. Maybe he could be a spark plug for the Canucks. I'm curious what Canucks fans have thought of him as well. He played just over 14 minutes in the last game for the Canucks, -2. I feel like that's an area, if you're the Oilers and you see Lucas Reichel 2C in his second game, you should be licking your chops. You should be salivating at the chance to be going up against him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of those guys who, and listen, we've seen players like this come through Edmonton. If he is on offensively and he's getting his puck touches and he's starting in the offensive zone and like things are going well, you'll notice him. But if the offense isn't there, this is a guy who's a borderline liability. There's a reason why a 1st-round pick couldn't stick with the organization that drafted him not all that long ago. So again, Reichel as your 2C should have Canucks fans feeling way more worried than it should have Oilers fans feeling scared.
Absolutely. Let's go now to our need-to-know information courtesy of Will Hawk Beef Jerky, because only the finest tasting meat products earn that Will Hawk name, made from 100% Alberta beef. Their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to a savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. And for more information, head on over to willhawkbeefjerky.com. So I could give you the projected lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. We believe that it's going to be your top line of Ice Howard, McDavid, Mangiapane. Could be Matt Savoy with Leon Draisaitl and Vasily Podkolzin. It could be Adam Henrique with Nuge and Jack Roslovic. 4th line could be Tommy Smokes, Noah Philp, and Trent Frederick. But Bag Milk, you mentioned it in your GDB article. I don't even know why we're doing lineup reports at this point in the season. It was the graphic heard around the world 2 games ago. The blender was out even more last night in that game. Thoughts on the blender so much to start the season?
It's driving me nuts.
It's on high.
It's driving me nuts. Like, I wrote it in the GDB, like you said. Like, what's the point of talking about line combos with the Oilers right now? Because Chris Knobloch's going to spin the blender up 4 shifts into the game. And for a team that's really starved for offense right now, the Oilers are gagging for goals. And you can't tell me that this isn't contributing to the lack of goal scoring. How do you develop chemistry with line mates if you don't know who your line mates are 2 shifts from now, 2 periods from now? I just think he's making it way harder than it needs to be.
I agree. Thoughts on the blender? It's something that, once again, I feel like a nauseating discussion about it, because we know it is not going to go anywhere throughout the season. And I do feel later on in the year, the NHL playoffs, the Stanley Cup finals, God forbid we get to that point, the blender does have its benefits, because when you have injuries, when you have a war of attrition all season long, people are going to be hurt. There are going to be guys in different spots. So there is a benefit. But right now, when the Oilers are struggling to generate offense at 5v5, I think personally, consistency is such an obvious thing that could help the Edmonton Oilers, but clearly Nobby doesn't subscribe to that.
No, he doesn't. And we talked on ONE today about how Connor McDavid played at least 1 minute with 8 different forwards in that hockey game yesterday. Of the 11 forwards,
Hang on, what did you just say?
So Connor McDavid played at least 1 minute last game with 8 of the 11 other forwards.
That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
So when you go back, and this is the debate, BM, I'm interested for your kind of case or for your opinion on this. Liam and I got into a bit of like a chicken and egg debate on this because in the games the Oilers win, they don't go to the blender as much. So you can either sit there and say, well, look, when you don't go to the blender, you win. Or is it, well, no, he doesn't have to go to the blender because they're playing well and they get the lead early. So it's interesting to see which one it is. But even yesterday, I didn't think the first period was bad. And then boom, the blender comes out.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's more harmful than helpful to have this much inconsistency. Like a couple of games ago, it was Connor and Leon and Matt Savoy. He was there for 2 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to give those things a couple of games at least.
And what's it do for the kid, too?
Yeah, it's confusing. You don't know what role you're in. All of a sudden, you're like, all right, I'm playing with Connor and Leon. Same with Ike Howard when he was up in McDavid's line. They're interviewing him before yesterday's game about playing with Connor. He's like, oh, I'm excited. He didn't play there.
Yesterday's lineup report on Pregaming was an absolute mess. The social team for the Edmonton Oilers, they were going through one yesterday. Maybe heads were rolling.
Long road trip for them, too.
So I just say, like, you got to find some consistency. And I think that if you're talking about chicken and egg, we're seeing what happens when you blend it up.
Yeah.
Let's try the other version. Let's see what that looks like.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, again, the Oilers are in a comfortable enough spot where, like, I want them to win real bad tonight. Winning or losing tonight and tomorrow and the next game is not what's going to make or break your season. So if you're Knobloch, why not just see if giving guys an extended look can work? Like, you don't know if Ike Howard will learn lessons quickly on McDavid's wing. You don't know if if Leon and Savoy are going to start to develop chemistry. Like, you don't know what you don't know. So why not find out now? Because you're not going to, if you're 500 in January, you're not going to want to be doing this in January because the pressure to win is going to be a little bit greater. I know points now are worth just as much as points then, but right now there's way less pressure on you. You can afford to experiment a bit, and I don't understand why they won't give guys a chance because you also need answers on these guys. Yep. If Ike Howard is going to be a top 6 forward for you, you need to know now, not in March when you're debating acquiring a top 6 forward.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to know what you have. I also think, like we talk about the realm of your young guys, Matt Savoy, Ice Howard, what kind of message does that send? Where do they find the consistency? And I understand that Connor McDavid is not human and he's above every other person in the NHL, but there's a realm for him as well. He needs to find chemistry. We can't just take for granted that he can work with absolutely anybody out there on the ice. He is human and he could benefit from some of that consistency. So that's what we expect for the Oilers. And then what we know, Calvin Pickard, my pal Cal, will be the starting goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers. The only win he's got this year is against the Vancouver Canucks. He was hardly tested in that hockey game, but a win is a win is a win. However, he's dropped each of his last 2 games after that, allowed a combined 9 goals in both of those games. Curious, we kind of talked about it. I really thought you would have put Stuart Skinner here against the Vancouver Canucks, Pickard against the lesser Seattle Kraken, even though I understand they're higher up in the NHL standings. Pickard, once again, numbers don't look that great. He's got an .844 save percentage on the season. My line I always have, don't care what a backup save percentage is. How many wins you got?
I was just about to say, I'm sure if you presented all of that to Calvin Pickard, he'd stop you and go, are we winning? Yes.
Don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit. Like, I honestly don't think Calvin Pickard's all that bothered. If he has an 850 or a 900 now, what maybe changes that is the presence of Connor Ingram as the days and the weeks go on. And Ingram puts together more starts down in Bakersfield. Hopefully some good ones. He got lit up already this weekend. But, like, the noise will grow. So I am curious to see how a guy like Calvin Pickard can handle this sort of test that they're giving him. Because starting 2 out of 3 here, like, they're clearly making a bit of a statement, putting the ball in his court. I think they want to see how he responds to, like, a heavy workload here. Almost like a sink or swim proposition for him as an NHL goaltender.
Shout out my pal Tony Brar, because he just gave us some lineup notes here on X.com.
I see Tyler shaking his head already. I can't see the screen. What's going on?
If I'm shaking my head, who do you think's coming out of the lineup?
Coming out?
Yeah, for Lazar.
Don't tell me they pulled Noah Phillip out.
Yeah. Sure did.
Why?
Sure did. Curtis Lazar comes in for Phillip.
I don't dislike Curtis Lazar, by the way. No. I just think Noah Phillip, he's giving you what you want from a 4C.
You have a 27-year-old right shot centerman and homegrown, dirt cheap, and for some reason you're like, he needs to sit every third game. It's
and he
ridiculous.
Looked really good. And the argument I've been making is that the Oilers need to play a simplified dumbed down version of NHL hockey. And Noah Philp is your prototypical north-south guy, likes to get in the blue paint, seen him get some redirection goals. Come on, that's what I want
I
here.
like what you said about playing simple hockey. I think that's even more important when you got a goaltender like Thatcher Demko. Like, as against Montreal, Tyler said it a bunch of times on different shows. A lot of those goals came from shooting pucks on net and having people in the mix in front. And for a goalie as good as Demko, you got to keep it simple. Don't try and get too cute here.
Once again, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but when a goaltender is playing well, all you can really do, throw rubber at him,
get in his kitchen,
traffic in front, get in his kitchen, and try and physically get him off his game, get him rattled. The strategy is the same for pretty much any NHL goaltender out there. And then finally, Calvin Pickard, he is expected to get the start on the other side for the Vancouver Canucks. Hallelujah, boys. No Quinn Hughes this evening, as he will be out with a lower body injury. He leads the NHL in time on ice at over 26 minutes per night. That's a shit ton of hockey to be playing all season. Once again, lower body injury. Bert, let's pull it up if you got it. The projected DFO lineup here for the Vancouver Canucks. I believe your top forward line, Jake DeBrusk with EP40 and Connor Garland. Then it's Evander Kane with Lucas Reichel and Brock Besser, who, pour one out for him. His dog just died, apparently.
That is sad.
That's sad as shit. Brock, we feel for you. Did you ever have a dog before?
I had a cat growing up.
Explains so much about you,
you
Tyler. Third line, Drew O'Connor with Atu, Ratu, and
right.
Kiefer Sherwood.
Hey, R.I.P. my boy Oscar.
Pour one out.
Pour one out for Oscar.
Fourth line, Archdeep Baines with Max Sasson and Linus Karlsson. Your D pairings, Marcus Pettersson with Philip Hronek, Elias Nils Pettersson with Tyler Myers, Victor Mancini with P.O. Joseph. So that means there's 1, 2, 3 Petterssons in the lineup tonight.
Them like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Seriously, got to catch them all, literally. The Vancouver Canucks so far this season, some quick numbers, 27th in goals for per game, 27th in shots, 25th on the power play, 31st in the faceoff dot, 17th in goals allowed, 22nd in shots allowed, 22nd on the PK. So that is either mid to bad in most offensive and defensive categories. This is a game they need to win.
Yeah, this goes back to everything I've been saying in all of my season preview shows. The Vancouver Canucks are not a good hockey team. They can pretend to be one. They can talk about Elias Pettersson being their 1C. They can say, oh, look how good our goaltending duo is. Look how good our blue line is. It does not matter. They do not drive offense. They cannot control the pace of play.
And to me, this is all about Thatcher Demko tonight.
Yes.
That's what this is about tonight.
I feel like most games for the Vancouver Canucks are going to be about Thatcher Demko this season, but thus far, he has been up to the task. And then shout out Michael Menzies. If you're not reading some of these articles on Oilersnation.com, his pregame scouting report, I don't know what you're doing. There's so much good information on the website. And he pointed out the Canucks' expected goal percentage says they have not been that great this season. They are second worst in the NHL at 43.86% in all situations. The only team that is worse than them, the San Jose Sharks. Shout out the Pacific Division, baby. Honored to be in that one. And then not to mention they're expecting 4.79, the worst in the NHL at 5-on-5. Let's just say they might be just below 500, but their numbers, the fancy stats, the analytics tell me that they should not be at that spot. Tyler, I'm going to trade you out for my pal Liam Horrobin in a minute here. But my question to you, score prediction, anytime goal scorer, and what do you got on Bet365 tonight?
I'm going to say the Oilers actually find a way to win this one pretty handedly. So I don't think Pickard.
Puck line?
I like puck line.
At it.
I think it'll be 6-3. I think that counts as like a handedly sort of victory. So give me a 6-3 win for the Edmonton Oilers. And what do I like on Bet365? Evander Kane's shot prop is good if you're looking for just something to juice up a same game parlay. He's been 3+ in each of the last 5 games that he's played. 3+ in each of the last 3 that he's played, 2+ in all 5. So I don't mind throwing the 2+ in a parlay. And honestly, I feel like Connor McDavid's going to have a really good bounce back in this hockey game, which I will close on this. I asked Brett to grab this for me. The Oilers shared a photo of Connor McDavid walking into the arena, and he has what appears to be a shoelace as his belt buckle.
Oh, it's like you
Or
did
his
where
belt.
you wore
We're
to
so
the
back.
NHL awards.
This is all you need to bet Connor McDavid everything tonight. And knowing how superstitious he is, I cannot wait for him to have a big game tonight and then do this for the next month while he goes on an insane heater. That is how I will end my appearance on the show. Connor McDavid's heater starts tonight. He loves beating the Vancouver Canucks. The Vancouver Canucks are not a good hockey team. The Vancouver Canucks are playing on the second of back-to-backs. Connor McDavid was quiet yesterday. He's never quiet twice in a row, and they're missing their best player. And Connor McDavid has a shoelace as a belt.
This is the inside information that the people need to know about shoelace belts, but that's what you're going to get here on Pregaming with Bordzy. Tyler, I appreciate you. Oh, Liam walked away now. Liam. Come back. All right, thank you very much, Tyler. We appreciate you, and
Thanks,
good
guys.
luck in the Bet365 Battlegrounds.
I'm going to play the football game.
He's going to set the high score here in Vancouver as well, as I welcome in my pal, my favorite Englishman, one Liam Horrobin, who's been having one hell of a nation vacation. You hit the aquarium yesterday.
Yep.
You hit Granville Island today. It sounded like you ate everything.
He
at
ate
the
every
Granville
carb
Brewing
today
Company?
that they had available. I watched Liam dust off a pizza and basically a loaf of bread.
Yeah. It was surprising to see us there.
It was surprising to see us there. Like, I don't know how he ended up there.
I like that, Liam.
Shout out to the Black Knight. Black Knight is in the building, folks.
He's here.
There he is. Oil Knight 2. I don't know.
Oil Knight the second.
Is there a one?
He's got number
We have to find this out
91
later.
number.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Oil Knight
The Black Knight.
and what he
What
gets.
What's
I don't
his
know.
Instagram
The
handle?
Maple Ghoul. The Maple Ghoul. The Maple Ghoul. Shout out
Scott's-
to him.
Scott's a beauty.
Scott's the fucking man. I
Yeah.
appreciate him so much. He's
Good
such
guy.
a high energy guy. He brings it. There's a lot of really good dressed up people in here right
Yeah,
now. I
there
pointed
is.
out blue hair, orange hair, the face paint going on. The Maple Ghoul takes the cake
The best.
every single time. Liam, my question to you. Is your fiance having a very fun nation vacation?
Yes.
This is her first, right?
Yes, I don't think it'll be her last, which is good. It's much better to go on the road with her than leave her home.
Oh, that's what you got to say, though, right? Like, you got to say that. I
Bag
think,
Milk will say hi to our girlfriend.
yeah, of course.
We miss
Like,
you. We miss you
I
guys.
really miss that you're not here. I hope you had a really good day at home, and take care of Frank. And
Luckily for me,
I'll see you tomorrow.
she is
Yeah.
she is willing to play along.
Yeah, no, she's been
She's
awesome.
willing to
Also
play along.
tomorrow, Sports Equinox night.
Yes.
It's a good night.
And we
for
get home with
Bet365.
plenty of time to get home. Open up Bet365, a little bit of Jay's bets.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I love the server talking to us in the middle of the show. Liam, I wanted to ask you, we talked about it on ONE. I don't really want to relive what we saw last night. The same issues for the Edmonton Oilers. Felt like the Kraken had a lot of counter-attack offense that came as a result of some of the mistakes the Edmonton Oilers made. It is the second half of a back-to-back. Those tend to be sloppy. The Canucks are also on the second half of a back-to-back, which to me tells me we're getting sloppy, exciting, turnover-prone hockey. And I'm curious your thoughts. What are you kind of expecting heading into this one? We getting fireworks? We getting a boring one? What do you think? I've never had a boring nation vacation game I've been to. So
Yeah. What do I expect?
do you expect there's going to be some dirtiness? Can we see some tilts?
No.
I
don't
expect to take abuse in the stands.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one. There could be some fights there, I guess. I don't think there'll be much because I think Vancouver is going to have to really buy into their own game tonight without Quinn Hughes. And obviously, Philip Cheadle, I'm assuming, is still now.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't know
out.
what his
You know,
status
I don't know if
is,
he's
but-
ever going to play again.
No, maybe not, which is really too bad. He's a good player. But I think Vancouver's really, I like maybe a bit more aggression from them, but they're going to have to somehow match the skill of the Oilers. And I don't think they have a skilled enough lineup without those two guys at the very least to compete with them. But the X factor is going to be Thatcher Demko. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a similar contest to what we saw the second game of the season for Edmonton.
Yeah, we saw the Edmonton Oilers. A lot of shots, a lot of opportunities against Thatcher Demko in that last game. That's where we saw Tommy Smokes getting robbed left, right, and center.
Not surprising.
Also,
Are we making fetch happen here with Tommy Smokes? I don't know. Is that the thing? Is that your move?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah.
All
I
right.
said it to Louie and he enjoyed it. So
All right.
we're gonna stick with it. Hampton
with you.
Steve's in giving you some food recommendations, Liam. We leave at what 9 a.m. Our bus leaves at
Yeah.
9 a.m. tomorrow,
Yeah.
so we might be done with food recommendations, except for GRETA Bar YVR. Get some pizza taquitos because everybody likes that. Also, your new stepdad said, "Is anyone looking at these Steeler jerseys?"
They are
Good
awful.
Lord, my eyes hurt.
They're
Yeah,
terrible.
they're
Why are
disgusting.
those in rotation? Why are those in existence?
I don't
They
know.
are so bad.
Like, what are they for?
They wore those in like the fucking 30s.
Is that what it is? It would have been
They
better.
should have left him in the 30s.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of things should have been left.
It would have been better if they made Green Bay wear something like that.
yeah, like
from
if you
that,
did like the really old
like,
teams,
this
the
is
Steelers, Packers.
heritage night.
Yeah.
Sure, buy in. Though.
Also make them wear leather helmets.
Dude, that'd actually be so sick.
I think the
Yeah.
next move for the NFL is making Guardian caps look cooler.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, they're ginormous.
As we've shown Romeo Dobbs, he's one of the few that wears it. Like it's
You-
it's the smart
it's
move
the
to do.
smart
You
move to
should
do.
be doing it, but you have negative swag, negative aura.
Yep.
Negative
Yep.
aura.
Shout out! Look at that. I'm 30 years old. I feel like I used that properly.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
speaking of aura, we got a super chat in here. Reminder: all your super chats are in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation, a cause that does amazing things for families dealing with the horrible cancer diagnosis. It's for the kids. It's for the families as well. And that's where your money's going. And it's Bob Stafford for $27.99. Says everyone and their dog hating on the Oil right now in the hockey world. Do people not remember the past 5 years? It's October. We've lost to the past 5 cup winners, past 5 years with 2 cup finals. People need to chill. Now, as a man that hosts a pre and post game show every single game, I love when we overreact to every step of this. It's the roller coaster. That's why we're on it. I do think there is, though, Liam, there's a general consensus this season for Oilers fans that, I'm not going to totally overreact game in, game out. Ask me in January if these issues the Oilers have right now are still plaguing them. I will be concerned. Yes, you can use the excuse, hangover, Stanley Cup hangover, whatever you want. I'm not legitimately concerned in any fashion. And you on After Dark last night was an all-time rant about, shut up. Don't give me that energy about the Oilers. They will be fine. Just give me that whole rant again because it was awesome.
Well, we all should shut up because it doesn't matter. What matters in October is that you get all your, what do they call it? All your creases out of your game and you work your way through the season.
The
Obviously,
wrinkles.
the
wrinkles
game, yeah,
everything.
sure, the wrinkles. The games matter. Obviously, like 2 points is the same in October as they are in April and February, January, whatever. But we're all sitting here like the Oilers haven't won a damn game. They've won 4, they've lost 4, and they've tied 1, shootout, whatever it is. Vegas lost today. If the Oilers win tonight, they're 1 point behind the Vegas Golden Knights for first in the Pacific Division. And I guarantee we'll all still bitch about it if they were still first in the division. Like if they win 2 in a row, and I don't know what Vegas has done again, I don't pay attention to their schedule. There's a good chance the Oilers could be first in the division by Wednesday. And what are we going to do? Complain that their record isn't good enough? They're not
Yes.
going to win every game. They've played road games. Other teams are allowed to win hockey games.
No.
Now, what I will say, they haven't played very well. There's no disputing that. They need to play better. They need to play more connected hockey. But goddamn,
I think those
the
issues
Tampa Bay
are
Lightning
so
got their
solvable.
second win of the game today.
Yeah,
This
shit.
season, sorry.
That's true. There's a lot of teams that are struggling. Fighting Amish says, remember, it's Oiltober. Thankfully, it's almost over, and we will emerge in better shape than the last 2 seasons. Bert, pull it up one more time for me if you can. The projected Oilers lineup this evening. If we do have the updated one, Noah Philp has been yanked out of the
Yeah.
lineup in for Curtis Lazar is in for him. So your top line, Ice Howard with McDavid and Manja. Second line, Savoy with Leon and Vasily Podkolzin. Nobby, keep that second line together. Please, I want to see that for an extended period of time. Your third line, Tommy Smokes with the Nuge and John Roslovic. Don't totally hate that one if they play your simple style and Tommy Smokes plants his ass in the blue paint. Your fourth line, Curtis Lazar, playing his second game of the season. Remember, he scored in that game, got slapped with the Jeff Skinner Award, quickly yanked out of the lineup. And then your 4C is going to be Adam Henrique with Trent Frederick. Your deep pairings, everything else changes. The deep pairings will never change. It's Ekholm with Bush, Nurse with Wallman, Brett Kulak with Ty Emberson. Liam, I was saying it kind of before you joined and we were on the show here that I feel like this is a game where we've seen it against the Canucks. It gets a little chippy. We've seen Susie. We've seen McDavid. We've seen cross-checks. We saw the big hit from Evander Kane in the last one. And for me, I do want some chippiness. I'm in person. I know there's bad blood between these two teams. And the man, we've talked about him a lot, and mostly in a negative fashion, is one Trent Frederick. And it's been disappointing. There's really no way to sugarcoat it. We talked last season. Yes, he had the high ankle sprain. He wasn't physically up to 100%. We're 9 games in this year, and I've seen a lot of Freddie of what I saw last year in the NHL playoffs. And the most frustrating thing for me is the lack of physicality. And in a game like tonight, against an Evander Kane, against these Canucks with bad blood, Freddie, you want to endear yourself into this fan base and get into this heart. I want to love you. I want to do it for 8 years. I think tonight, maybe some physicality could go a long way. We talked about it in front of Demko. Greasy, gross, in the blue paint, rattle his cage. Freddie is fully capable of doing it. It's just a matter of, will he do it?
Yeah, he's just got to get his feet moving a little bit, hasn't he? Last game, it felt like he was a little bit better. And by a little bit, I mean they showed him on the broadcast doing something. So that was good. I just like with all these guys, like Frederick's just the next target on it. It's like, can we?
Yeah. Score prediction. What's the score going to be?
Oh, it's going to be 8-0 Oilers.
8-0. There
Right.
we go.
Right.
Fucking
2-point
right.
conversion.
Fucking right.
There you go.
They're going for two. They're going for two late. Love you, dude.
I love
He's
that.
got a Zach Hyman
I
jersey
thought
on too. Let's
I
go.
thought someone had just won a game at Greta. There you go.
That's just Tyler
You
freaking
know what?
out.
Credit to him. No logo. No logo in the shop. Thanks, Brett, for taking those hands off as well. That worked
Brett
out
does
well.
good work. Brett does quick work.
Freddie, just stop playing better. I don't want to hear about your contract anymore.
Buddy, we're 9 games into 8 years.
I know. Like, goddamn.
He
Like,
said, A, we be patient because I believe, and B, we also don't have another option. We're in this for the long haul, BM. The long haul.
he's not been a liability,
No.
which is a positive.
But-
you know,
You know what I want? I want to hear his name on the broadcast.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, I completely
And
agree.
that feels like a pretty basic expectation to have.
It's a low bar.
It's tough because he's gone from your first line winger all the way down the lineup here, and he's now on the fourth line this evening. It's been a tough start to the season, but we talk about it all the time. The one thing you can control is effort, and that is physicality. That's those things, playing your greasy style of game. Also, Freddie, you're fucking huge, dude. Take advantage of that. Make that the impact you have on the game. Another man who's been having a great impact, one Jake Woolman. He has been fantastic. Let's go now. Realize, look at the time. We got to talk bets. We got to do our Odd Company starting goaltender report, brought to you by the Odd Company Nation Beer Everyday Lager. Perfect for game day, perfect for every day of the week. Pick them up in Edmonton, 2 locations, or in Edmonton, check liquorconnect.com. Find out which local liquor stores are carrying these bad boys. I'll tell you, it's a little disappointing. There's no Nation Beer down here at GRETA Bar YVR.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to deal with my Bud Lights, but Nation Beer, wish I was drinking you. Bert, let's pull it up, the tail of the tape here. The starting goaltender graphic between Calvin Pickard and Thatcher Demko. One of these things is much better than the other. Calvin Pickard, 2-1-0 record, 3.37 goals against with an .844 save percentage. But we don't like save percentage.
No, we don't. But
yes,
my quality stop meter also doesn't go in favor of Calvin Pickard.
That was another headset.
Also, Rodney's in the chat. Rodney, I'm going to kick your ass at golf.
Rodney was talking some smack earlier today in golf. He's a 20 handicap.
He's a 20 handicap.
I feel like that's a fair match for you and him. What'd you say? Yours was
19.3, Rodney.
I feel like I had to be right around there as well. Watch yourself. The other guy you got to watch out for is one Thatcher Demko, 3-2-0, 224 goals against with a .927 save percentage. I feel like the Vancouver Canucks in their set of back-to-backs did it properly with their goalies, as Kevin Lankinen got the start yesterday against the Habs. While the Habs have the better record, I think we could all argue that they want to put their best foot forward against the division rival Edmonton Oilers. And then we kind of talked about it yesterday. I really didn't like that Stuart Skinner was one getting that start last night. I thought he should be deserving of the Vancouver game. However, if he played like the way he did last night, which was thumbs down in the quality start meter, I don't think it would have been very good tonight. Liam, thoughts? Calvin Pickard, we don't care about save percentage. I said to Ty, we all subscribe to it. The only stat category that matters for a backup, W's.
Yeah, it's definitely an important one. I think I'm on board with goals against average BM. I think that's a positive one for goalies because that is something they can typically control. Obviously, you can't control how many shots you get in a game, but you can control how many of them go into the back of the net. So maybe that's one I'm getting more on board with as we go along here. But
the only goalie stat I'm tracking. That's all I want.
Well, along
It's
with
the spreadsheet of truth.
yeah, I mean it's fairly accurate. Pix has had one good game. and 2
against the Canucks,
Against
and
the
he was
Canucks.
only had 15 shots against in
Yeah,
that hockey
and he
game.
was
But
fine. He wasn't anything. We call it so-so. So he's done it once before. He's going to come down. He's not going to come down to Pickett. This game comes down to Calvin Pickett. The Oilers are losing.
that's very true.
So it's going to be about the guys in front of him, the 5 skaters. Like, what are they going to do every shift? Are they going to put in the effort, or are they going to slack off every now and then and allow just this random 2-on-1 with Archie Baines and fucking Max Sasson?
Ratu.
Yeah, whoever these bums is. We won the Calder Cup. Come on, everybody, down to Abbotsford. Let's get on the parade.
The
Our
Abbotsford
shitty
parade
team
must have
has
been
never
sick.
won anything.
They burned down Abbotsford if they lost
Yeah.
the Calder
I would
Cup.
not have been surprised.
Rodney also says, I love you guys. You guys are Haley and will do. I don't even know what he's talking about here. That's Facebook grammar once again.
You're
Let's
the
go
man,
now.
Rodney.
The away lineup brought to you by GRETA Bar. And now we are in YVR, downtown Vancouver. This is a nice GRETA.
Big.
I have never been here before. This is huge. We're on
That's
a
a big one.
elevated second level right now.
Do you think
T4 right behind us. It's not bumping yet. I'll tell you on the post-game show, I think it's going to be bumping.
You can't see it because it's off camera, but right beside me is a DJ booth with all kinds of shit, and I really want to play with these turntables.
It looks good.
There's a lot of
get up,
knobs and
GRETA
faders.
Bar. Get up. Get on
Get
your
the people
feet.
going.
Hey, it's provocative. Bert, pull it up for me. Projected a lineup for the Vancouver Canucks. Here you see it on your screen. Your top line is Jake DeBrusk with Elias Pettersson and public enemy number 1, Connor
Who?
Garland. Oh,
Never heard of it.
Evander Kane with Lucas Reichel and Brock Besser. Drew O'Connor with Atu Ratu and Kiefer Sherwood. Archie Baines with Max Sasson, Linus Carlson. Your deep pairings, Marcus Pettersson in replace of Quinn Hughes. He'll be playing with Philip Hronik. Your second pair, another Pettersson, Elias Nils Pettersson with Tyler Myers. Victor Mancini with P.O. Joseph. Why are they doing this with
Gotta
so
get 'em
many
all.
Petterssons? My question to you, Liam, throughout this lineup, who would be your player to watch? Who do you got circled tonight for the Oilers to keep an eye on?
Thatcher Demko.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
I mean, out of the forward group, it's got to be
It's not much.
look, Elias Pettersson is still a good player, as much as like his point predictions coming on. He's got to perform for them because they have no other good centers playing right now. Like, they acquired Lucas Reichel to play center, but he's a winger. Atu Ratu I'm sure he's a good player, but like, I feel like he's being forced into a position he's probably not capable of performing in because they have just so many injuries right now. Max Sasson as well is another solid player from all accounts, but you talk to someone and they're like, oh, this guy's been playing so good. I was like, oh yeah, well, he's playing second line. I know he's playing fourth line tonight, but the other day he played second line, and it's just going to be difficult. They're going to have to really, really work hard and grind the Oilers down. And if the Oilers just don't give up those grade A scoring opportunities, which they've done basically every single
Every
game,
single night.
they should be able to contain this lineup. Just don't shoot yourselves in the foot. So if I pick one guy, I'll pick Pettersson. 'Cause to respect him, he's the only legit threat.
Top end
and,
elite talent is in that body.
That's a good way to put it. Like Besser, Kane, DeBrusk, Garland, all good players.
Good players.
But they're not Elias Pettersson on his day.
There's a reason he got that $11.5 million deal because we know he's capable. We know it's in there. Also, yesterday I was told by Jacob, is by far best game of the season.
Yeah.
1 goal, 2 assists. And when your center depth looks like that on your screen, you're going to need EP40 to be big. BM, you had to pick a player to watch in their forward group. Who would it be?
The guy I would look at is probably Brock Besser.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a great shot. He scored a lot of goals against the Oilers over the years, and I think if you give him space, he's going to burn you. He's got great release, great shot. It's accurate. So if it's not EP40, to me, it's Brock Besser.
Yeah, I think so as well. Also, pouring out. His dog died. Today, I do believe.
That does.
Or yesterday.
Brock Besser.
That sucks. But he is going to be in the lineup, so shout out to him. Thoughts are out to him. Yeah, I'm going EP40. It just simply has to be EP40. He is the game breaker for the Vancouver Canucks. Hasn't done it many times against the Edmonton Oilers, so we will see. Gentlemen, let's go now to what we really want to talk about, and that's bets. Brought to you by Bet365. Download the app today because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 19 plus, please play responsibly. And as I say, only bet what you are willing to lose. And let me tell you tonight, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. Bert, pull it up. Our first option of the hockey game. Oh, there it is.
Come on, Brett.
I'm going straight up Oilers money line. I am here to see a win. I am 3-0 on Nation Vacations, looking to make it 4-0. Knock on wood. Also, Oilers puck line.
It's moved now as
What is
well. It's minus 160, so get it while you can.
Run, don't walk.
Carol's in the chat. Let's go Oilers again. Carol, I'm sorry for calling you out like that. Thank you for coming back.
Carol, we love you. We love you. Second one, I feel weird betting on the opposition, but when I saw Connor Brown score against the Edmonton Oilers, I saw Jordan Eberle. He scored 2 goals last night against the Oilers.
Yeah.
I refuse to bet on a goal for the other team. Something tells me it's written in the stars. And Evander Kane, the man's never met a shot he didn't like. When in doubt, he's going to turn and burn, rip it on the net. So that's 2+.
He's also got no goals this season.
Exactly. You can see him looking for it in this kind of game. Yeah, he has 0 goals, 3 apples in 9 games, I do believe. And then, dude, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jake Wallman, 2+ bucks. It's minus 260. I don't care. It keeps on hitting. Jake Wallman, I can't say enough about this guy. He's only a couple games in. Feel like, in my opinion, not even close. He's the best Oilers defenseman by a mile this season, and he just does a little bit of everything. He handles the puck beautifully. He makes the first pass beautifully. He eats pucks like a something, I will say. He's been unreal, and this all parlayed together on Bet365. You can get it at plus 220. We're trying to see one go through the hoop. I want to do the post-game show later tonight and see 3 big-ass green check marks on the screen. Liam, which of these 3 do you like the most? And then, what do you got going in that account right now? Because I'm seeing you're building something.
Moneyline is my
Moneyline?
favorite one. They don't have goal scorers on yet. I want to get some.
No, they don't have goal scorers yet.
Look, I don't like betting on the other team, but I feel like this one kind of works in favor of the Oilers too. Thatcher Demko is 26.5 over under for saves, and it's minus 105. Without Quinn Hughes, this lineup is depleted. I think Thatcher Demko could still have a great night, but
that means the Oilers have to be willing to shoot the puck.
That's what I mean. Like, the one thing that could play it down is how many times are they score? How many times are they going to score on him? Like, does that play it down a little bit? 26 is a lot, but I like having over 26 shots.
Yeah, I like that one as well. BM, what do you got going on in that application of yours over there?
So there's a couple. I got number 1, and the one that I like because you teased it down a little bit, but Jake Wallman over 2.5 blocks plus 130.
Yeah.
He's hit it in 2 of 3. He just stands in front of everything. So I really like that one. And then I'm going straight money line. Keeping it simple.
Yeah.
I just
want
to
to
win.
baby. Just got to see
And
one
a little
go
sprinkle on the puck line.
Okay, also, because I have a couple more shillings in my account. Should we make a right now? I'll make a parlay here. I want to pick from each of you.
All right.
You're going to go with, you want Thatcher Demko saves?
Yeah, but I want to tease it down.
Okay.
To 20.
Play along. Okay, I'll get 20. Yeah, that's a smart play. That's a smart play. I like that.
Thank you.
For me, like the Evan Bouchard shot prop's been.
Sorry, guys. I'm just ordering a charcuterie board while we're doing that.
Have any focaccia?
Oh, I can't even tease it down to 20.
Oh, what a joke.
So 25, then. Is that what you want?
That's too spooky. Come back to me.
Okay, we'll come back to you. I think for me, I mentioned it there off the hop that the Vancouver Canucks, there's a lot of their main offensive and defensive stat categories. It's very mid or bad. I'd say they're 22nd on the penalty kill. So I think for me, I want to do a power play point, but who's the option for an Oilers power play point? Is it as simple as just McDavid?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to go McDavid. That's plus 100 for a power play point.
Under a point for Elias Pettersson.
Oh,
I like that.
He hasn't got a point in at least his last 5.
Dude, a little hate watching on EP40.
Oh, why not?
Why not?
I mean, like,
Unders plus 115.
he's
Yeah.
just gonna have to play against McDavid all night.
Oh, I
not
can't
playing
parlay the power play point.
Then change it.
Yep. BM, what do you want for yours? What do you want for your pick?
You know what? I'm going to get spicy, but he's done it in 4 of 5. Darnell Nurse over 1.5 shots.
Hey, there you go. And those Darnell shots tend to be just useless. but he's
That's
throwing
not
it on
what
there.
I care about.
That's not, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
2 shots, that's minus 145. I like that one pretty good. You know what I'm going to go with? His partner to get 2 shots on goal as well. I'm going to go Jake Wallman. Together, those 3 picks. Elias Pettersson under 0 points, I guess, rather. Darnell 2 shots. Jake Wallman 2 shots. That's plus 550.
Fucking right.
You know what?
I mean, go team.
Go Sports.
Go sports team, go. My final question to both of you gentlemen. We are down here in beautiful downtown Vancouver as once again, we did this show 30 minutes earlier so we can take, oh, I'm already hearing the Let's Go Oilers chants in the background right now. We're going to walk down. We're going to take Rogers Arena by storm. Liam, score prediction, anytime goal score.
3-0 Oilers.
Ooh.
I will go with a Curtis Lazar goal.
And then he gets yanked out of the lineup right afterwards. BM, what about you?
I am going to go 5-3 because that's what I put in the GDB. I'm in the building, so it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Are you wearing a nude jersey tonight?
No, I'm wearing my vintage one from like 25 years ago.
Damn.
That's so sick. I wish you guys could see Bag Milk right now. He's looking real good. For me, I'm going to go
a bag of milk and an Oilers.
I'm going to go 5-2 because I feel like I've seen a lot of Calvin Pickard W's where the exact score was 5-2. He's going to allow one stinker against that we're not going to like. Then he's going to lock in. It's going to be good from there on out. And for my anytime goal scorer, Jake the Snake Wallman with one of those aforementioned 2+ shots on goal. People, we love you. Once again, I wish you were on the nation vacation. I don't want you to feel bad, but I do want you to have some FOMO. And who knows, maybe, just maybe, we'll be going on another nation vacation later on this season. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I also love and appreciate the both of you and Tyler, our loyal sponsors, and producer Brett Holden behind the scenes back in Edmonton, doing a bang-up job. Appreciate everything he does. Keeps us on the air and running smoothly. We will be live right here from GRETA Bar YVR for Oilers Nation After Dark, hopefully breaking down an Oilers W. Bear with us because we will have to walk from Rogers Arena, which is not a long walk, back to GRETA. So who knows, we'll be in the chat. Brett, maybe you can update people as I'll text you, Brett, and let you know when we will be back. Hang in there. Yeah, Brett, could you say?
Let's go live, Brett.
Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want. We will be live, so bear with us. And hopefully we're talking about an Oilers W. I love you. I appreciate you. Throw down your like on the way out. It's time to eat a dub, Liam. Talk to you in a couple hours, everybody.
Go Oilers.